Hello guys, I'm James.
And I'm Al.
And welcome to my channel. Before we start getting into things, I wanted to give you a little bit of a brief introduction into what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to start my own channel. I've always wanted to do it. I hate cameras, hate watching it back, but for some reason I've always wanted to do my own YouTube channel. I think it's about just going back through it, editing it, that sort of thing. That's the kind of thing I like. So I said to my brother-in-law, let's start our own channel, let's see what we can do. Our passion at the minute is, or has been for about 4 years now, is metal detecting. We got into it when we were on holiday. We went on holiday to, where did we go on holiday to?
Was it Filey?
Filey, yeah.
First time, yeah.
And Alan brought his Ace 250 and he said, let's get down to the beach and see what we can find. So we went down to the beach and we were...
Not a lot.
We didn't find anything. We found a signal and we actually dug down about 10 foot thinking that's how metal detecting worked, and we couldn't find anything at all. But we were pretty much hooked from that point, weren't we?
I'm afraid so, yeah.
Also, as part of my channel, what I am trying to do personally, and something else that is a part of my passion, is wild camping and outdoors and trekking and them sort of things. So hopefully over the months and the years, I am hoping to do some sort of videos on that sort of side of things. I like to think that they both kind of come hand in hand, because a lot of people, when they're metal detecting, they maybe go down south and they'll spend a night at a club dig, and then they might have to spend a night camping. So, you know, I've got sort of compact stoves and certain sleeping bags and that sort of thing. And maybe if I give recommendations, and then maybe that can apply across the board. So that's what I am trying to do with my channel. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. But I'm going to give it my best shot. So in terms of what we were trying to do today, is that we've just got back from our family holiday in Wales, and we were going to do our second metal detecting video. We actually did our first metal detecting video 3 years ago.
3 years ago, yeah.
3 years ago. We've been detecting for 4 years, and we did one video 3 years ago. The commentary were crude, the editing were crude, but what actually happened in that video was we actually found the best find that we've ever had today. Which
is pure coincidence.
Pure coincidence. We've only recorded one video and we get the best find we've ever had. It was a 9th century Anglo-Saxon. What we thought at first was a sword pommel, but I mean the experts have finally said that it's a mount of what they don't know. But in the end, it was actually bought by our local museum for £5,000.
Yeah, after going through the whole treasure process, which took over 2 years.
Yeah. Before
we saw the financial gain of that. But we got there in the end.
We got there in the end. What happened was the farmer got £2,500 and we got £2,500 each to share. We split it. £1,250 each. We actually bought ourselves a new metal detector each.
Yeah, I got the Technetics T2.
And I got the XPORX. Yeah. So obviously it makes sense to reinvest back into the hobby. So that's exactly what we did, and that's the metal detectors we're using at the minute. So like I said, the plan for today was to do a detecting video. So we went out onto our fields. We did all right in the end, actually.
We did, yeah.
And we didn't actually record anything. So what this is going to be is the intro for our second day tomorrow. So yeah. So we just want to talk to you about the fields we've got, the finds we've found from the fields, which Alan's got here. These are Alan's finds. My finds are back at home, which I haven't got tonight, but this gives you a great indication about what we're finding on them sort of fields at the minute. We're finding all sorts, aren't we? I think what it is about our fields that we keep saying is that altogether we've got about 10 to 15 fields. 10 fields?
Yeah, probably, I don't know, 12.
12 fields.
Yeah. Only 2 of them are allowed on at the moment. They're only 2 that have been ploughed. Yeah. I mean, well, been harvested, sorry. But they are 2 of my favourite ones of the 12, which is lucky.
As I said, we've got 12 fields, but there's 2 long fields, which are the ones he's talking about. And what the case is with them 2 is that they always seem to be free. We have 10 other fields that, you know, in between them harvesting it and then replanting, we literally have like a 2-day window. But for some reason, these 2 fields are always free for us. So we've literally done these fields top to bottom, left to right, and that's that sort of thing. What we've found from them is absolutely all sorts of things. We say that the finds come few and far between on our fields. We have a love-hate relationship with them. We appreciate that we've got them. But
and
the finds come, they take a while to find, don't they? But when we do find them, we do find really nice things.
They do, and they're very diverse throughout the ages. We've had Celtic, my earliest find is from 50 BC approximately. Then we got Roman, we got Viking, Anglo-Saxon, medieval and post-medieval. So, you know, throughout the last over 2,000 years, we've got a good selection of finds.
Just to show you a couple of the brooches he's found in this set. We've got some absolutely beautiful ones there. We will give you a close-up of these as well, but hopefully you can see them. See them, yeah? Absolutely beautiful, them too. Myself, I've only found your basic brooches, which you've probably got a couple of.
Yeah, they're called a dolphin brooch, these ones.
So I found a few of them ones, but obviously these are high status sort of ones, so they're absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, and the great thing about this one, it's if you can see, it's still got the pin still intact, you know, from almost 2,000 years, which is remarkable.
What else have we got that's worth noting?
Well, this find in particular is from the fields we were just talking about. You can see, you better show it. It's an Anglo-Saxon wrist clasp. It was actually found from next to an old burial ground, which was discovered and excavated in the late 1990s. Luckily for me, and unfortunately for the what do you call them? The historians at the time and the archaeologists, they missed this one, and I found this. It was one of my first ever finds. Getting on for 4 years now. I've had that.
I believe it did belong to a lady, again of high status.
Yeah, it must have been. Yeah.
There would have been 4 of these, which attached to each side of the clothing to pull them together on the wrist.
Yeah, perhaps the archaeologists got the other 3. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. From the same field, we've got slightly broken at the top. This is it's called a stirrup mount. It's
Howling Beast.
Called the Howling Beast motif. It's a Viking one from the same field as the wrist clasp, but slightly different age, a few hundred years in it. If you can see that there. See what else we've got from those fields.
I mean, how many hammered coins have you got there? There's over...
I think there's about 15.
15 hammered coins, with my favourite being...
Queen Elizabeth I, yeah.
Elizabeth. Like I say, again, we'll show you some close-ups of these because it's quite difficult to get them on here.
Yeah, I think that's a half groat, that one. It's the only one that's more than a penny that I've got. The field just below the two we were talking about is another of my favourite finds. It's a Saxon strap end. It's probably one of my favourite finds. It's a zoomorphic strap end, Saxon in age.
You've got absolutely numerous amounts of Roman grots, and then obviously, I believe, is that one?
Plenty of Roman coins. It's the first Roman denarius I ever found. You can see that. I'll hold it up better. Actually, no, this is the second one I found. Mentioned Celtic earlier. It's probably my oldest find. It's a silver quarter stater. The reverse is blank, but it's very nice.
Yeah. Numerous amounts of Roman nail cleaner as well. So you've got absolutely loads of things, haven't you? And this is kind of like the best things you've found, but you've got buckets full of Roman grots and them sort of things going on as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I think I've passed 100 Roman coins now, just in our particular little area. Yeah, probably about getting on for 15 Roman brooches now too.
Like I said about our fields, what it is that, like I said, they come few and far between, these finds, but I think you can definitely say that it's been done before. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's been club digs on our fields and we're kind of picking up the scrap ends.
I'd say so. Before our farmer took control of the land, you know, probably, I don't know, I think he's had it about 15 years, but before that I imagine there's probably been loads of people on there that have got a lot of great stuff.
But I like to think that we're going to find plenty more stuff. Just got to put the hours and the miles in and we'll find them.
Well.
So anyway, what we're going to do now is that the next video that you are going to see is hopefully going to be us finding some gold coins tomorrow.
Hopefully.
It'll probably be Roman grots, but I'm happy with that. Are you are?
Yeah, we've never had gold in that 4 years between us, not one thing. So we'll do it. We'll see.
So we'll see you in the morning.
Hello, YouTubers.
Hello.
So, obviously last night we had a bit of a chat in Alan's kitchen, talked about the sort of things we've been finding on our fields, and it's actually a really exciting day today for us because we've actually got a brand new field that we've never ever been on. Well, we got it about 2 weeks ago and Alan's done a recce on there.
Yeah, it was all right, yeah. So, but we've had the permission for like 4.5 years, and I never even knew this field was part of our, farmer's land, but he tells me it is, so off we go.
Al did a recce and he found 3 massive brooches, Roman brooches.
Yeah, I got
a couple of Roman coins.
Yeah, a nice trumpet Roman brooch, 2 dolphin ones as well. I had a silver Queen Victoria shilling as well, just in one session, so
it's not
impressive.
It's not the biggest field in the world, but what it is right next to a Roman road, so massive potential there. I've got today and tomorrow to go at it, so hopefully we're going to find a few things, and if we do, we'll get back to you.
We will. See you later.
Today I'm using my XPORX, as we mentioned yesterday in the video. Obviously these are the machines that we've ended up buying with the money that we got from the sword pommel that we found.
That's right, yeah, and the sword pommel was actually found, like a stone's throw from the field we're about to go on, funnily enough. Anyway, and I've got the Technetics T2 special edition one.
I've got myself a very nice spade. Unfortunately Alan is using his £12.99 screw fix spade, but it's done him absolutely wonders.
Yeah,
he's been using that for the past 4 years, ever since we started metal detecting.
We have.
I've had about 6 spades in that time, but for some reason
I found one the other day.
he found one of my, yeah, he did. He found one of my spades in the field. I actually tried to modify my own spade and messed it all up and made it too thin, and it just ended up snapping, so that were a failure.
Yeah.
Unlike Alan's, which was £12.99 from Screwfix.
Screwfix.
Still goes about 4 or 5 years later.
Get yourself down to Screwfix.
Screwfix. Plug.
Thought I'd do you a quick update. The Roman road runs just outside of the ditch over there. Anyway, I've had a few finds, mainly buttons so far, but I've just had my best find so far. Nice hammered coin. Looks in good condition too. Give that a clean when we get home. Probably Ed with the first. I've had a few of those around here, but I'm not sure. I'll let you know exactly which king it is later.
Yeah, so we're getting absolutely loads of signals at the minute. It genuinely feels like something about our land is that it always feels like it's been detected many times over, and we're kind of just picking up the loose ends. But this field, definitely, with the amount of signals we're getting, it feels like it's never been done. I mean, so far we've found 1 hammered coin, which Al found. But other than that, there's nothing to know. It's just pretty much buttons and that sort of thing. But plenty of signals gives us a lot of hope that we're going to find something good. So here's to a good one. Ah! Medic!
But James, he's had a good signal here.
Yeah. Sorry guys, we had all the optimism about this field, but unfortunately the fans aren't really coming in. We've had that hammered at the start.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's been pretty much buttons, to the point where when we talk to each other, me and Al going forward, and we try and identify this field, we'll call it button field, so we know which one we're talking about.
Both had loads.
I've found what looks to be sort of a lead bag seal, nothing on it, nothing much, but I have just had something that looks quite nice down here, because I'm seeing a little bit of silver.
It is silver. Zoom in there.
And then
It's big.
looks like it's a half crown.
It's nice.
Not that old, but it's 1929, so is that George V?
I think so, yeah.
George V.
See the bust, did it come out alright? Yes.
I mean, the way it's been going so far today, I'll
Lovely.
take anything right now, and that's an absolute beauty,
You
if
don't
you
get
ask
many
me.
coins that big, especially not silver ones.
Yeah, so really happy with that.
Just another quick update here. It's like a pretty old buckle. Very nice. Well, the day hasn't gone as well as we'd hoped, but we just changed fields on our way home, this old maize field. You can't really swing very far because of the high stubble. But just as on my way out to the exit looks just there, found a nice signal down here. And would you believe it, it's a nice Roman. Needs a better clean than what I can do here, but yeah, it looks good. It looks like quite a few of my other ones, which are Constantine II, but we shall see. We're back on our original field now, the one we started on. Something here I've just found. There's a nice pattern on it, I'm not sure what it is. It might be a harness, a small harness, or a dog tag, I'm not sure. It looks like it's copper or bronze anyway. No idea on age, but I'll find out. Just finished our second session, on our way back to the car now. It's not gone as well as we'd hoped. Just got a few milled coins today. I got a George II, I think James got a George I. And what else did you get?
Some buttons.
Buttons, yeah.
Hundreds of buttons. Like you said, the words we were using at the start of all this was excited. I think the word to finish is deflated.
Yeah, shattered as well. Walked 6.5 miles yesterday. Today it's not been quite as long. I'd guess about 4 though when I look at my phone. Yeah, shame there's no more brooches in there. I was pretty confident.
Editing, and hopefully as though the fields are ready to start coming free, we can start putting some real content together and share our journey in terms of pulling some real history out of the ground.
Yeah. See you next time.
See you later, guys.